What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and I was going to do a video about Electro today, but I wanted to do our Dr. Octopus because today is Combat Villain Day in ABX, and I wanted to show you guys how well this guy can actually perform with a CTP of energy or just a regular damage proc, and he performs pretty amazing. He's actually quite nuts in ABX, even with a CTP of energy or even with just a regular damage proc. He plays super well, guys. You can actually keep the proc where it belongs the entire time. Now, today he's probably not going to be, I mean, he might be. I'm not really sure because I don't have a rage on him, and he will do more damage with a rage because of the way his rotation actually works. You're actually going to get more damage out of a rage in ABX, but if you're just concerned about, trying to reach that 7 million marker, maybe to get some really good reward or get some decent rewards, I guess, at ABX, then he's going to be your guy, guys. I mean, he's going to do amazing. Like my Apocalypse on today, I mean, on a really good run, my Apocalypse can actually get about 9 million, right? I mean, and this is an Apocalypse that's built pretty well. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Odin's Blessings on him, and I do have like 120% energy attack on my cards, whereas I have 77% physical attack on my cards. And by the way, Apocalypse is using a rage as well, and where I have 77% physical attack on my cards, much less physical attack than energy attack, Dr. Octopus can get over 8 million on my account, no problem. I mean, he does have 4 Odin's Blessings, but he doesn't have 8 like Apocalypse, and he does have a lot less physical attack than energy attack due to my cards, right? It's just, he's actually quite godly in ABX. He's pretty freaking nuts. I imagine with a rage, I mean, for some players, I know with a rage, he's probably going to be better than Apocalypse, right? Especially depending on their cards. Like if they have equal footing on physical attack and energy attack, then he might actually be better. I'm not really sure. I haven't seen any other videos, guys. I'm just going by my experience playing with him. But honestly, to get, over 8 million with a CTP of energy is just, that's nutty, guys. It's really good. He's so amazing. And the crazy thing is today, and another reason why Apocalypse probably be better today is because Apocalypse actually has burn in his kit, whereas Dr. Octopus doesn't have any burn, right? So like for during the burn season, it does kind of suck because you got to switch your character when you're playing with Dr. Octopus and bring in, say Taskmaster to apply the burn. But I mean, for your other seasons, you're going to be really good to go. I mean, you're going to have paralysis. He's going to be covered, right? And silence, he's going to be covered. So during the silence and paralysis season, Dr. Octopus is going to be just nutty because one, you'll never have to switch him. You can play him the entire time. And even during the burn season, guys, even though I had to switch him out using his CTP of energy, he still put up an amazing score. I'm just blown away. So I'll bring the run up for you guys right now. All right, let's check this thing out. And watch this, and watch how easy this is, right? Now, Taskmaster has burn on his force skill. I'm choosing to use Taskmaster, to be honest, because it's just easy. But his burn comes at the end of the skill, so you got to be really careful. But literally, guys, it's just 3-5-4, right? Or 3-5 awaken skill, let it play out. Proc lands on awaken skill, and just 3-5-4. I'm not even sure this is the best rotation. There is another rotation that you can try, and I'll show you guys. But more than likely, it will set off the proc early. But look at the numbers he's already putting up. I mean, it's pretty wild, guys. I mean, 30 seconds in, he's already over 2 million. Yeah, and you'll notice I'll never ever miss the proc, right? He has a long enough delay in between his skills before you land on your procking skill that he's not going to trigger the proc by doing any hits against the mobs. It's actually really freaking awesome for this. Like if you don't have Kingpin and and I don't have Kingpin tier 3, or you're not using Apocalypse, then yeah, I mean, you could absolutely use this guy. And here's the trick with Taskmaster, guys. Just applying that burn. That burn comes at the very end of the skill, so you got to apply the force skill immediately. And make sure you're facing towards the beast. And make sure you don't move your directional pad either, because it will cancel Taskmaster's force skill. So you got to be really careful of that. But whenever you got Doc Ock in there, you're just plowing away, destroying this thing pretty damn easy. Honestly, guys, I think I'm just going to probably slap a rage on him because I know I'm going to get a better score out of him. I know I will. Because of the way you can actually play him, and you don't have to worry about triggering a proc. And he has guaranteed critical rate, right? But I mean, if you're trying to do like this mixed blend with Doc Ock where you can use him in World Boss because he's actually really good and World Boss Legend, and use him for ABX, you could actually just put a regular proc on him or a CTP of energy or a mighty CTP of destruction and do insanely well with the character in multiple PvE game modes. And this is something that's really nice about this character on top of being a free-to-play character. Honestly, like, the more and more that I play Dr. Octopus, the more I like him. And I know that I've said before, I don't put a lot of stock in ABX because we only get to play this every other week. But honestly, now that I'm playing it, I mean, it's nice, guys. It's nice. I love playing characters with procs, especially when they're easy like this, keeping the proc where it belongs. I mean, this was one try, guys. This was one try, right? The most difficult thing about this run was just applying the burn from Taskmaster. You see the beast jump down, he slams his paws down, and then I go into the force skill. As soon as he slams his paw down, hit your force skill so you can apply that explosion at the end that's going to apply that burn. And it's easy peasy, guys. Easy, easy pickings, man. I'm surprised this actually didn't crash on my emulator. It actually surprised me quite a bit. But, I mean, we're going to, look at this. We're going to hit 8 million. Over 8 million. By the way, the score on the right is Apocalypse. My Apocalypse could do better than that. That was just kind of a crappy run. But 8.1 million, guys. That's pretty damn nutty considering that we're using a CTP of energy. That is insane. Really, really strong. I mean, he's got 42,900 physical attack, guys. And you can look at his stats right here. They're pretty much all maxed out for the most part, except for his critical rate. And, you know, I've showed you guys the build already. But, yeah, fully awakened Power Vein Rock said he doesn't have his artifact, which, again, would help his damage a little bit. And then he does have a normal ranked uniform. So I'm really, really impressed with this guy. I'll show you guys a rotation that you could try if you really wanted to. But, I mean, if you're playing with a proc, I really wouldn't recommend it because, I mean, honestly, when you go 3-5-4, it's just a lot easier to keep the proc where it belongs, and you're going to do the most damage that way. And if you want to throw in the 2 every once in a while afterwards, you can. But you got to be careful, you know, not to set off the proc again when you ever use these other skills. So you might want to play it safe and just go 3-5-4, 3-5 awakened skill, and so on. But there was a rotation thrown out to me where you can actually delay the 4 if you really wanted to, and then hit the 5 and then go straight into the 3. So whenever he does the 4, he actually has to do a hit and then go 5, 3, right? And it does do a lot more damage, guys. So if you're playing with a rage, this is actually, I think, would be a better rotation because you actually are going to get all the residual damage from the 4 because the 4 drops these rocks, right? If you look at the 4, it drops these rocks. And you could literally just try 4, hit, 5, 3, right? And do a lot more damage. Or if you're using the awaken skill, you could literally go 4, and then 3-5 awaken skill, or 4-5-3 awaken skill. And you'll get all that residual damage from the 4 on top of you whenever you're using awaken skill. That's how I would play him with a rage, and that's why I'm pretty sure he's going to do a lot more damage, guys. He does a lot more damage when you involve that force skill. Like if you delay it, he'll do a lot more damage. It's just when you're playing with a proc, especially in ABX, because of all the mobs around, there's high chances he'll trigger the proc early. So I tend to just do the 3-5-4. I just think it's a lot easier, or 5-3-4, whichever you prefer to use, in order to do the most damage with a damage proc. So guys, man, he is such an amazing character. And I really do think during the Silence and Paralysis season, he's going to be #1. I think he's going to be the best choice. I could be wrong in that. Let me know down in the comments below with the feedback that you guys have been getting and the scores that you've been getting with Doc Ock if you think he's actually the best. But man, he's just insane. Even if he isn't the best, which I think he probably will be for Silence and Paralysis. However, in Burn season, I think more than likely Kingpin might be the best. I'm not really sure because you have to switch your characters. I don't have Kingpin leveled up, so I really can't test that. So let me know how you're feeling about Dr. Octopus and ABX. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.